Welcome back to the Road Show. This morning in The Buzz, many parents and kids think that those energy and sports drinks are the same, that they're a good way to give kids a boost when they're playing sports. But the American Academy of Pediatrics says that's really not the case. A new report shows that most kids who play recreational sports don't need sports drinks.
Wow, that's right. According to a recent study, sports drinks like Gatorade and Powerade contain carbohydrates, which can give kids energy, but they also have a lot of sugar, which can contribute to obesity and dental erosion. They say what's even worse, energy drinks, which contain stimulants like caffeine, of course, which can affect the development of a child's nervous system and cardiovascular system.
So pediatricians say the best way to keep young people hydrated is just plain water before, during, and after practice. Patrick, your son plays a lot more sports now, and what does he drink?
Well, apparently I'm doing it all wrong because he plays hockey, which you sweat a lot. I mean, he literally, you could wring out his shirt with sweat after a game or a practice. Turns you on, doesn't it? It's pretty nice.
No, not really.
Okay. And he'll crush like 2 or 3 Gatorades in the car ride home from, say, we're in Cranston back to Bristol, you know. But I think if he's sweating, isn't it justify the consumption if you're sweating it right out?
Well, I think they say that if you're doing activities for a certain period of time, if you're kind of overexerting yourself, that the sports drinks like the Gatorades, never energy drinks, those are just packed of caffeine and sugar, whatever. But I'm talking about, you know, like the Gatorades and the Powerades, things like that. If in a sport like hockey where he is pushing himself, and he's, what, at least an hour, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what they mean. It's more like recreational things of, they're playing, you know, softball. And I played softball too, and I don't work as hard, you know, playing hockey, for instance, or basketball or something like that where you're running and working harder. So that's when I think the energy drinks are needed, when you're losing those electrolytes.
Yeah, see, my daughter, who doesn't play, she dances, which doesn't, I don't think, it exerts a lot of energy, but she's not like sweating profusely like he does.
But if you're losing all that fluid, then you have to somehow get it back.
But it's not like when she's sitting around playing Chutes and Ladders with me, she's rehydrating with Powerade, you know?
Woo! Just went down that slide.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I think it's, you know, it's like anything else, anything in moderation. And let's face it, kids don't want to drink water all the time. It's
I don't drink water.
It's hard as adults to drink, you know, what do they say, 6 to 8 glasses a day? So, like, after 2 glasses, I'm like, ugh, I just don't like the taste of that much water, you know?
Something with flavor in it.
Yeah. But speaking of those caffeine drinks, I got to tell you, Emma had a Mountain Dew, okay? Accidentally.
That one is chock full of...
She was up all night like a freakazoid, walking around the house, like, trying to wake people. No, she was like, Mommy, 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 trying to wake me up. Then she was going into my sunroom, trying to wake him up, and I'm like, what is the matter with her? It was like a half a thing of Mountain Dew. So anything with caffeine, you can't mix with kids unless it's before like noontime.
I feel too, just like the amount of sugar and caffeine that's in, you know, say a Red Bull compared to a Gatorade. A Gatorade, I'll just drink whatever and feel fine. I've tried Red Bull before, and I have literally been shaking, like just sitting there, like I can't understand why my hands won't stop shaking, and it's just, it jolts you up so much.
Those things are bad.
I've never tried one. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I could.
Like Dustin Pedroia, Red Sox second baseman, he drinks like 2 Red Bulls before every game.
I don't know how he does it. I would be shaking. I don't know how
I would think the crash on the way down would be the hard part. You know? So I don't even drink caffeine.
It's quick energy.
I don't drink caffeinated, so you know this. I don't drink any caffeine, coffee, soda, any of that stuff. I just like to try to keep an even keel. It ain't easy working with all these ladies, but I'll tell you what, it's working.
It's working?
I guess so.
You think it's working? I don't know. Jury's still out on that. All right, Courtney, how are you today? What are people saying about this online?
I'm good, thanks. You know, it's a little mixed because they're talking about whether they like them as themselves or if they'd give them to their kids. So we'll start on the live blog first. That's on foxprovidence.com. And Victorian girl said, my children are way too young. The only time I gave my 2-year-old Gatorade was when it was an ozone alert day. Other than that, no way, it isn't good for them. And Jerry said, anyone who lets their children drink energy drinks just do not care about their children's health. Here's the poll we're asking today in The Buzz. Do you let your children consume sports drinks? A, yes, I don't see any harm in them. B, yes, every now and then. Or C, no way, too much sugar. We have lots of comments on our Facebook page. A lot of you are doing it through your mobile phone, which is kind of cool. This first one's from Maria Jordan. She said, I drink energy drinks all the time. It's the only thing that gets me through my job. Christine Ludigan said, I'm afraid to try the energy drinks. I would never let my kid drink them. He has way too much energy naturally. So if you do want to weigh in, you can do so. Number of ways. We'll have those poll results at the end of the show.